See how that goes. Seth, we're gonna start with you because you guys have made the least amount of noise so far, but some big splashes, I
Ooh.
think. Cowboys free agency. I mean, what is going down over there, and what do you like, and what do you want to see?
I think we all know what I want to see. I mean, right before the season left off, I told you exactly what I wanted to see. Jerry Jones has not made it happen. Still waiting. Still a pipe dream per se. Thanks to I learned that terminology thanks to Barrett in the game. But Stephon Gilmore I think solidifies the back end of this Dallas. You only get him for a fifth round pick. He was rated as the top at least 2015 corner last year. I think he still has a little juice in those legs. Apparently, he underwent a pretty under the radar surgery to fix his knee the season before last season, and he said he is pain free now, and he's basically got a second wind. That was the reports on Stephon that he's got a second wind under him now. I mean, he is like 32, but at this point, you're just kind of locking it up.
Had an all pro year last year.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. He's top. He's a top corner still. People like to dog it, but whatever. Fifth round pick. We're gonna take the chances, and he's on a cheap contract. It was the perfect move. I didn't see it coming. I love it when Jerry Jones actually does something that I don't see. It's not leaked. It's not foreseen. It was maybe people had it like an hour beforehand, but and then we brought back I think valuable pieces of the defense in LVE and Donovan Wilson on cheap contracts, and they're restructuring. As for the restructuring contracts, unfortunately, the saddest part of the evening is letting go of Zeke.
Damn.
That hits the heartstrings, after all these years of Zeke, being what he was, winning the games the way he was, his rushes, all that stuff. It's really sad. That's basically all I got on that. I don't know. I'm gonna cry in here.
Tyrone Smith is coming back for another year, though, right?
They restructured his contract. Yeah. It was said that if he didn't restructure his contract, they were gonna obviously designate him for release too. But he's gonna come back. Hopefully, he can stay healthy and make the run. He deserves a ring. He's been there for a while. He deserves it. As for future moves, with all this creating cap space, it's got to be somebody, and I think it's gonna be a receiver. If I was a betting man, the Cowboys are projected to take a wide receiver probably in the first round and or a defensive lineman. But if they're going to go after a receiver, say DeAndre Hopkins or Stephon Diggs, maybe they have to give 26 up. And then at that point, you're just trading a rookie number 26 overall pick for a veteran that you'll pay for 1 to 2 more years. Unless it's Stephon Diggs, then obviously you're going to keep him for a while.
I thought Diggs restructured.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean you can't be traded.
True, but
yeah, he could have restructured for a potential trade. I doubt it, but potential.
Yeah.
Listen, some wide receivers that have been tied to Dallas. Like we saw OBJ potentially joining them in the postseason. Does OBJ still have a chance on that roster?
I don't think so. Price is too high. OBJ wants 15 to 20 million. I don't know. I don't see a whole lot of teams paying him that, but there was 9.
There was 13 teams at his
13 NFL teams. The number kept going up throughout the other day. 13 NFL teams at his tryouts. So, someone's going to give him a contract somewhere. But, you have to see where the healthier people that have been healthier are going to land. And then I imagine OBJ gets a contract on the back end of free agency, if not right before the start of the season.
Yeah, I don't see any teams dishing out a lot of money for OBJ right now. I mean, haven't seen him play since Rams won the Super Bowl. Right? He did look good in his workout, according to the leaked videos. I guess it wasn't recorded and put out there for everybody to see. It was leaked videos that got put out. So kind of weird, right? If you're a guy looking to get $20 million on a deal, you figured you'd want your videos to be widely public so everyone could see it, to see how good you look. For the other 16 teams or 18 teams that didn't attend, you'd want them to see your footage and be like, oh shit, maybe we made a mistake. Didn't go to his, let's call up OBJ, give him a shot here. I don't know. But Dallas, this is a pretty active free agency period for them. In my eyes, right, due to recent years, I haven't seen them make any huge splashes in free agency before.
Jerry Jones is not a splash man. The saying is he loves his guys. He loves the guys that are in the building. Here we go. It's kind of weird. This is a big turnaround year. He made a big trade for like I said, top 10 corner. He cut the guy that he overpaid, which is, I believe one of those things where Jerry Jones said, I was wrong. And Jerry Jones obviously doesn't say I was wrong a whole lot. A lot of people are still out on Dak. I'm not. I believe Dak is a franchise guy for Dallas, so you can forget about getting rid of Dak for probably the next 6 to 7, maybe 8 years. And obviously, it's always going to be what it is. I mean, Dan Quinn hopefully stays around, Micah Parsons, and the boys on the defensive side. It's young, it's upcoming defense, and then you just got to solidify your offensive line.
Yeah, I was a little wishy-washy on Dak until I saw what he did to that Bucs defense in the playoffs, because that defense is no pushover.
I mean,
Right?
he does have
a good defense. Dak Prescott will always be next to the guy that retired Tom Brady. So
Dak does lose to the 49ers though for some reason. We'll get over that hill eventually.
Yeah, 49ers only getting better. I mean, they're getting wild in free agency. Bear, any additions you'd like to see the Cowboys potentially get up here?
Yeah, I like the Tony Pollard move. They franchised him. Just hope he comes back good from that injury. I would like to see a DeAndre Hopkins, man. Like, take all that talent away from the Cardinals. They stink. They're done. They're cooked. DeAndre needs to get away from there, get to a competitive team. I mean, I don't know if they're really trying.
It's a rumor, yeah.
Micah Parsons is kind of, he's doing recruiting for everybody.
Micah Parsons is extremely active on the Twitter.
And that's good to see. I would want, there's a couple Dolphins players that are kind of mingling in there, but I mean, who cares? I like to see them do it. Micah is one of the bigger ones to be lobbying for people. But I would like to see another, CD, he's fast, he's shifty. They need like a solid possession guy. They got the possession corner, and Stephon Gilmore, he is slow as fucking molasses, but hey, he can cover good. That guys, I like re-signing all their dudes that, LVE cheap or whatever. And hey, and cutting Zeke's friggin' hungry ass. Another team's trash could be another team's treasure, if you know what I mean. Just kidding.
You signed 3 backs this free agency.
Yeah, we re-signed all 3 of our backs. I knew that was going to happen. I said that at the beginning of the end of the season. I knew they were going to do that. So we'll see where Zeke lands. I mean, probably going to land in some fucking AFC East team and go off. That's not Miami.
Yep, I would imagine Zeke is going to sign with a pretty good contender and kind of be that third down running back. I don't know. To me, Zeke still has a lot left in the tank, but if I'm a roster and I'm building around, it's like I don't think Zeke is that number one guy anymore.